Alright, another day, another logic bombs. Interesting. Fuck this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, half of these are blocked direct access to the cats. There are two missing, or two additional spaces in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I know that. One of these has to be. Okay. Well, I know one has to be here, or one has to be here, so can't have that. And again, need them here, so those are forced to be there. Because there's two, I know there has to be in here. Anything else? Do I? No, I don't think I have any hard answers from that. Let's see here. Well, since I know this one can't go anywhere, I actually don't necessarily know that those two are blanks, but I do know that has to be there. So, yay for that solution at least. This one as well. Means that has to be there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got that going for me, which is nice. Okay, I got that. Well, I know there's two. Okay, so I don't have. There we go. That's what I was missing. Okay, that's good. No hard answer here. I think this is the most likely. This is just as possible. Because it really comes down to where exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one remainder somewhere. I don't have to worry about. It's really between these two. That's the highest priority. I think I can confidently say it's not that. So, well, actually, I know because there's only one. Can't be behind the bomb. I still need one in front. So, there's that. And actually, because I know there's one here. No, because, yeah, I don't know that. But this one's kind of forced. So, only I could get just one single more. Hmm. Theory could just be that. Actually, it could be very easy. Way to go. Actually, if that's it, and this is here. No, it can't be. Okay, there was three. No, that would directly contradicted what I was doing previously. I think. Yeah, that would have been a direct contradiction if these two are true. But I know there has to be two here and two in here, so can't be down here. Um, Well, that's not right. Okay, well, that answered that. I overdid it on this side. Okay, so that handled that. That has to be there. Then but I don't think I'm wrong on this because there's only two and you have to be blocking between the bombs. So that has to be like that. I do think I'm actually right in this assumption. I have no answer on this. Because I have only two. Actually, even with two, it doesn't necessarily mean. You force on that. Okay, how did I start this last time? What was the part that I was like, oh yes, this is obvious? Well, actually, yeah, here we go. Because this is blocked and this is blocked. The only way to service those cats is from here. That's where that started. And from there, then I knew that had to be there, which forces this to have to go this way. There we go. That was how this got started up. And from this then was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That answered that question. Then it came over to here because this was 3, which then gave me the clear vertically on that side. Okay. Let's see where. Yeah, I don't have an answer on that just yet. What else was there? I know that has to be open because there has to be a block there. There we go. So there we go. Problem solved on that side. Um, I think I'm now at the point where I was stuck previously, and then I made my guess here. Yeah, this seems about right. This is where I got stuck previously, I believe. just need one more. Is there a way I can eliminate one space horizontally? Because there has to be a wall here or a wall here. One of these must be true. But it can't be both. If I say that, I don't really get much more of an answer. If I say this, I don't necessarily get more of an answer either. If I do this and mirror this side, yeah. There's one open space. Is there anything I can do with the star? It has access to the cats, and that's going to create a bunch of open space. So I think through that, as long as there's an open space leading back to everything, it should be okay. Yeah, okay, I'm at a full stump here. There is no clear-cut path here. I literally just don't see how. It's confusing because, like, you got some that have a value, the other side you have some that are none. But then you got some on this side that have a value, which makes you wonder, like, does it swap off? Is it like left, right? So like block, 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 block. Like, is that supposed to be the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that can't know. The well, no, wait, hold up. Maybe block, 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 or sorry, block, 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 block. Then I don't necessarily know. It could be block, block, or no, block, block, block. Three. No, it doesn't. 3 plus though. It's not as bad as I thought. I have no idea how this thing's supposed to be working. These, I feel like I should be learning something about these question marks, but for the sake of me, I have no idea what on earth the lesson is supposed to be. I literally have no idea what I am. I am so thoroughly stumped. It's worth a shot. Can't be both. And at the same time, everything has access to the star. Even in my failed like previous looks, everything still had access. Could it be something like this then? Like this row, this row, this row. It's like something like ridiculous like that. I have, or could it be everything in a specific column? It's column based. And if they're in that column, they get access. They can't be right. Okay, so I am pretty far off, all things said and done. I did not succeed, but I kind of learned a little bit from that. Wait, no, because this was required, that was blocked. Therefore, there. Now I'm starting to get back into the right process of this. There we go. I know that can't be there. So, yeah. And actually, because I know that has to be there. I think my solution made an absolute mucking mess of everything. Story of my life. Man, like what? But see, that would like literally counteract the exact thing because then at this point, if because there's no way to stop these, they're all this is a frustrating attempt. I'm just gonna take that because that makes my life so much easier. I also know this is case. I also know, not this one. I believe it was. There we go. Fix that. Got that put together. Got that. These are there. Then it is a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so those are put together at least, which is nice. I know that is there. No, it's not that. There we go. I am close. I am so very, very close. Wait, actually, this can't be it. Because if that was, that would hit there. So, considering that, that must be that. Great. And because I know that, that must be that. Which means that has to be there. Okay. Now that I know that those are the cases that are existing, there's 2 remaining. 3 on this side. But for all I know, these are the 2 that are going to be the bottom. So I don't actually know that it could be that all these values is going to go directly to the number of bombs, but I don't necessarily know that is true. Part of me wants to say it's going to be that. Okay. Not screwed yet. Okay. If this goes out here, then this would have to be there. Can't be, that has to be there. Means these two must be blocked. But it doesn't mean anything about these back here either. Actually, wait. There are two right there. So this can't be that. That has to be there. Got it. There we go.